Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla and I will be your host today. I have my hair up in a ponytail because it is just so hot. It's just, I had to get the hair up off my neck. So anyway guys, I hope you're having a great day and staying cool. I'm trying my best to stay cool, as you can see, and I'm having a pretty good day. I'm just crocheting, and I had mentioned that I was having some trouble with my feeding tube. I still am. I'm just trying to tolerate it and just make the best of it. But actually, I'm waiting on the surgery team to call me to set an appointment or whatever it is they want me to do. So anyway, I'm just having to hold off and wait on that, but I'm trying to not focus on the pain. There we go. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so Krista at the Secret Yarnery, she did a tag the other day. I think it's something like the top 10 July tag or something, and she may be gonna have these pretty often. I'm not really sure, but she basically said any content creator could just go ahead and do the tag. She did tag a few people, but she said feel free to answer the questions if you're a content creator or whatever. So I've thought about it for a few days and I decided that's what I'm gonna do. So Phoebe get up here, little girl. Come here, get up here, girl. Baby said you forgot me. Okay. This is Phoebe, my little chihuahua. If you're new here and have never met her, she's very spoiled, and when I start to record, she thinks I'm supposed to hold her for some reason. Because her spoiled, that's why. Okay, so I'm going to answer these questions that Krista had as July top 10 for you. Okay, the first question is, to stitch marker or not to stitch marker? Oh, I'm all about that stitch marker. Believe me. I use a stitch marker, and then it says, are you a stitch marker person? If so, how do you use them? Okay, well, when I'm crocheting, I'm all about that stitch marker. When I'm crocheting in the round, I put that stitch marker on the last stitch, and you guys are the one who taught me to do that, because the first time I was making like an amigurumi type thing, I wasn't able to keep up with my stitches because I was used to at the end of the row chaining one and then going another round, and then chain one and go another round, and so that particular pattern did not call for that, and so I was having to figure that out. And you guys are the ones that told me to use a stitch marker on the last stitch. And so y'all taught me that, and I appreciate that. So that's what I do. But also when I'm crocheting a flat panel back and forth, if you have to increase and then crochet and then increase on the last one, on that first one, when you put two, like say you're single crocheting, I put the two single crochets in that stitch. I'll put a stitch marker in the first one, because by the time I get to the end and I single crochet 2 times in that one and turn it, and then I single crochet and coming back, okay, I might lose that stitch that's in that first one. Like I might not see it. I might be thinking about something like crazy and just not even think about that stitch is turned down kind of sideways there. So I put a stitch marker in that. But also, not only that, many times when I'm crocheting, I have to jump up, go let the dogs out, let the dogs in, go see what's going on. Somebody might start talking to me, or I might have to get up and go do anything. I might have to get up and go take a nap, okay? And when I come back, I need to know what's going on my project. And so if I have a stitch marker in that stitch there, I'll know that it was, that's a stitch there. Don't let it get lost when it falls to the side. So anyway, I am stitch marker, definitely. And also whenever I pull out, like if I'm finished with my project for the day, or if I'm like at a doctor's office or somewhere, I'll pull that out a little bit and put a stitch marker and then pull it back down just so, I don't lose a bunch of stitches when it goes back in my bag or whatever. Okay, so that was a long answer, wasn't it? Okay, number 2. Do you do anything special to take care of your hands or wrist? Is that a trick question? Well, I do try to keep my hands warm. That's for purposes of Raynaud's. I have Raynaud's, and I need to keep my hands warm so I don't lose more fingers. And I keep my hands moisturized. I am always moisturizing my hands, but not with lotion, because lotions, I don't know. I use A&D ointment and also this other aqua. Some it's kind of like the clear kind of A&D ointment, or it looks like Vaseline, but it's a aqua something another. It's a healing I don't know, ointment. I buy it by the jar from Walmart. And so anyway, I put that on my hands and rub it around, and I make sure I get my cuticles good. I try to get that down in there. And just try to keep my hands warm. That's the biggest thing for me. Now, that doesn't have anything to do with crochet. So I don't know what your answer would be. But I do use a lubricant, try to keep them moisturized. Okay, number 3. What are your crochet goals for this summer? Right now, I'm all about working on some fair projects. I have a lot of crochet projects that I can enter in the fair, but there's a few categories that I don't have something for yet. And so I am working on some wreaths, because I never make wreaths ahead of time. I always make them right close to the fair. So I'm working on some things like that that's going to go in the fair. So for all of August and September, I'll be working on projects that I am entering in my fair. Okay, so number 4, what's your favorite crochet colors for the summer? Well, I'm all about bright colors any time of the year. It don't have to be summer, but I like turquoise and bright pinks and bright yellows, and just I love bright colors in general. What do you see over there? I love all bright colors, and so any colors really. Okay, number 5, if you could only use one hook for the rest of your life, what brand and what size hook would that be? Well, that's kind of okay, I know it would be a clover, hands down, clover. Okay, that's kind of a tricky question, because you need a certain size for certain projects. Like I use a G for amigurumis now. I use an H for blankets. But for a long, long time, I only had one clover hook, and it was a 5. And I called it my little magic wand. And so I'm going to say a clover H hook, 5mm, because it's not too big, not too small. And I depended on that little clover for a long, long time. Okay, number 6, how old were you when you learned to crochet? I was 48 years old. I'm now 51. So I haven't been crocheting that long. What are your tips for getting yarn on sale? Well, I don't really have any tips except for watch the ads. Hobby Lobby's is going to have theirs 30% off every other week. Hobby Lobby is in another town from me, and I don't get over there that often. So I don't really have any tips other than Hobby Lobby's. Michael's, I check their sales on Sundays. I'll check online to see what their yarn sales are for the week, and if any yarn is on sale, especially that I really like or I use a lot of or something. But other than that, just checking. You just check. Check the store online and see. And always use coupons. If it's not on sale, try to find a store coupon. Okay. What is your favorite holiday? Well, I don't know. I'm not really a big holiday person. Trying to think of all the holidays. Well, let's see. I enjoy Thanksgiving. My boys usually cook, and we just, have the day together. So I do enjoy Thanksgiving. Trying to think of what else. Anytime I'm with my family is a good day, okay? That's my favorite holiday. It could be a Thursday afternoon, and that's my favorite holiday if my family's here. What is your favorite benefit of crocheting? How has it helped you? Well, I often say this. Crochet saved my life. I really do. I feel like crochet gave me a purpose. Not just crocheting, but loom knitting, because I started out loom knitting. It gave me a purpose. It saved my life, really. Yarn in general, whether it's loom knitting or crocheting. I went from a busy life, running here, running there. I homeschooled my kids for 23 years, and we were just activity after activity, running here, doing that every day. And it just came to a screeching halt as my health declined. I was just not able to go and do anymore. And it just came to a screeching halt. And that was really hard on me mentally, because I had the mindset that I could still do this stuff. But my body was like, look here, woman, we can't do that anymore. And so my kids grew up, and then they're living their own lives, and I basically was just left with really nothing to do. And I was bored out of my mind, because I am a creative person by nature, and I need to create something. I need to let out that creative, I needed a creative outlet. And so crochet and loom knitting came up, and so that was a way for me to create, and then crocheting. Okay, the last question is, what do you do with your Elfos, your finished objects? Well, some I save for sometimes a purpose and sometimes a not purpose. A lot of my stuff I just give away to friends or family, or to someone that I think might want it. And then some things I make in purpose of donating in the fall, like hats and scarves. I donate in the fall as it's cooling off and, turning to winter. So I don't really talk about things like that much, because I think that's a personal thing for me. But it happens. It's kind of a secret. But anyway, this dog is so spoiled, y'all can tell. So anyway, I'm going to copy and paste this list of 10 questions in the description box below. So you can just go down there, copy it, and you can paste this in the comments, and you can answer the questions, because I would love to hear your answers. I'll read them. I will read everyone's answers, and just let me learn a little bit more about you. So to tag someone, I'm tagging all of you to answer in the comments, and then I am tagging Kim, the Crafty Nomad. I'd like to hear her answers on this, and also Jane at Scraptastic Yarns. I would like to hear Jane's answers, and I was going through 3. Let me think of one more. I don't know, Phoebe. How about Tap Mama 73 in the Beg Brigade? Amanda. Okay, so now I gotta remember to link those 3 before down below. I gotta remember to let them know I tagged them. So anyway, you can let them know I tagged them if you run across them before I do. So I will let you guys get going. I hope you have a great, wonderful day. Enjoy your crocheting or whatever project you have going on in your life right now, and make the best of it. Bye, friends.